Hmm, hmm, hmm. He's coming back down here. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Richard. Glad to have you with us. Congratulations to everybody. Hit that 778 off my list here. I just posted it. If you looked at the live and the shorts. Remember I told you, play these all year for the rest of the year? Illinois evening draw. 778, 787 came in last night. Tracking is king. What I do with the PICK-3 at a glance, I take 22 numbers and I do the 111 rundown on those 22 numbers. And with those 22 numbers, you have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. That eliminates all guessing of why you playing your numbers when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers for your state. Hey Scott, how you doing, guy? When you're tracking for your state. See when I said toward the end of the year, when you narrow the numbers down and the opposites will start showing up. Just hit that 341 and hit the 778 here. See, at the end of the year, that's why tracking is king. You don't have to guess like you do when you're using the grids and the root sums and the date sums and the tic-tac-toes and the multiple different rundowns and workouts, trying to figure out what numbers that with this method are made up that you're trying to win with, that if you don't have no idea what the numbers are or when they played last or anything, you're playing a loser's game. Here you can build a strategy and a skill set. These numbers here are opposite of each other. Toward the end of the year, if you go back to January with my method, eliminate all the numbers that come already, narrowing the 1,000 numbers down, you can see what the numbers are doing. You're not guessing what the numbers are doing. PICK-3 at a glance is set up where you can track the actual 1,000 numbers. You can track the 2,710 pairs at a glance. You can track each individual number and the position that they fall in with strategy number 3. Strategy number 4, you're tracking the actual front pair and back pair of any number. Toward the end of the year or throughout the year, you have a strategy that's powerful because you know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers. You don't guess what's going on with them. Anything else is guesswork. Anything else is just simply guesswork. I learned this the hard way. I lost a lot of money, almost lost my home, my car, almost my wife and my job. So I had to reset everything that I thought I knew about winning PICK-3. Is it going to be easy? Nothing's easy. Everything you want, you have to work at it. This here simplifies what you have to do to know why you plan your numbers. The PICK-3 is the only one I specialize in. I'm state specific for Illinois evening draw or any state that I would be in or any state that I would do. I would only be specific to that state. because you can track your own numbers better than anyone else can. If you're going to be a heavy hitter and winning PICK-3. I don't do PICK-4s. I don't PICK-4s to me. The numbers are too astronomical to track. So I don't do PICK-4s. I don't do PICK-5s. All I specialize is in PICK-3 because I win with PICK-3 with this strategy. So, once you start using it, the system sells the method and the system sells itself. Working with the law average. When I say working with the law average, you take any 10 numbers that you play exact. If you play them every day, working with the law average out of those 10 numbers for the whole year, you're only going to get 3 of those numbers to come in exact on an average of an average span of 10 years. Okay, average span of 10 years. So this is what you're dealing with when you're playing. You don't want to have a pipe dream that you're going to hit numbers every day or find a way to a system or a strategy telling you what number to come in the next day. There's no such thing. The numbers are random. If you're going to do it that way, you're going to probably lose more than you win. You have to, and PICK-3 is the only one you can track the actual 1,000 numbers. You can't track 10,000 numbers. You can't track 100,000 numbers with PICK-5. That's why I put all my energy into PICK-3. See here? This is the workout sheet that I put together. These 12 columns here, each column totals 60 numbers. These 12 numbers here that I as I strategized and I studied and I come together, I said I got to find some way that I can track all the 1,000 numbers at a glance and know what they're doing, not guessing what they're doing. Know what they're doing. So I came up with 12 numbers, the 012 to 013, all in numerical order. 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018. Then it goes to 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. And how I came up with all this was through work. I didn't care about math in school at all. I didn't. But when you get your back against the wall, you'll learn things you thought you'd do, things you never thought you could do. So right here, these are the numbers that I call the base numbers. These numbers here is what I do the 111 rundown on to come up with the columns, the 12 individual columns. These are the base numbers. These are the rundown numbers for the columns. Each one of these columns represents 60 numbers because each single on PICK-3 can come, any of these numbers can come 6 different ways. That's why a lot of people bet box. Instead of playing this 012 and try to hit it straight, they'll play it straight and box. Because if the 6 ways that it come, they'll still win even if it don't come straight. That's what you're doing, what you're looking at. So each one of these columns represents 60 numbers. 12 times 60 is 720 of these 1,000 numbers that I can look at and eliminate at a glance what's going on every day with those 1,000 numbers. 720 of them, I can tell what's going on with them every day. No guesswork. Okay, you see that 787 came off the list, DLC? The 787 Illinois evening draw from that 223. First time it hit all year. The opposite. Now, right here, 720. And I'm showing you something else here. When you do this, I do one of these sheets every month. But I'm going to show you something else here too. This is strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is the triangles that I was telling you about. 2,710 pairs represent this triangle that you can find, and not guessing what pairs to play. You'll know what's going on with the pairs as you tracking the numbers every day. Strategy number 3, number positioning. What positions the numbers are falling in. Not guessing what number is hot and cold. You'll know what number is hot and cold and what position that cold number is in. No guessing. Tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Same way with the doubles. Came up with 10 numbers on the doubles. We did 12 on the singles, 10 on the doubles. Okay? Same thing. 001, 002, 003, 004, 005. Triple zeros, column 6. 011, 022, 033, 044. Where I can track all the doubles at a glance. That's why I call this PICK-3 at a glance. Okay? So you can see what's going on with them. Now, on doubles is a PICK-3 number with 2 like numbers, like the 001 got 2 like numbers in it. 001 got 2 like numbers in it. With these columns, you can only get the numbers three ways. That's why people play box on the doubles. They're harder to hit, so they pay a little bit more when you hit them straight box. Okay? And each one of these columns represent, except for the triples, represent 30 numbers. 30 numbers, each column. At a glance, you'll always know if you're tracking every day what's going on with them. And if you miss a couple of days, it's easy to catch up and know what's going on with the numbers. Okay? So you're going to have 9 times 30 gives you 270 numbers. You got your 720 for your singles, 270 for your doubles, and 10 for your triples. They can only come one way. Total 1,000 numbers that you can look at a glance, not guessing what's going on with them, not all the other methods, what's going on with them. You're going to know what's going on with them and why you would be playing them when you build your strategy and your skill set for your numbers. All the number states are random. Midday is different from evening. Evening is different from midday. Midday numbers don't bring evening numbers. Evening numbers don't bring midday numbers. Rainy days don't bring no numbers. Doing a headstand ain't going to bring no numbers. Wishing ain't going to bring no numbers. We have to know what the numbers are doing to win and be a heavy hitter. Now, see, so that's 1 in 1,000 odds. Every day, this don't change. It's going to be 1 in 1,000 odds, period. The only thing you can do is narrow these 1,000 numbers down so you can see what they're doing, eliminate them, and see what's left, and know the best way to strategy to play them. Working with the law average. This is how I win. This is what I do. This is simple to do also. Because working with the law average here with these numbers, they will show up. Now, working with these numbers, you would have a better chance of knowing what's going on with them. Like, I'm going to give example. This 000, the 001, the 002, this 556, 6 and it's 557. These are the two main numbers that I'm looking at. You can't play them all, but you can track them all. You don't want to try to play all the numbers. You don't want to burn your money out. Then when the lower average start adding up, you're not there to catch. If you have to stop for a minute, stop. If you have to cut back, cut back. But here, these here are my main numbers to play. Even though I knew these were good, but I ain't looking at playing all of these. Now, when I hit, I'm not going looking for some more numbers. I'm going to start playing these numbers. I'm not going to go make up some more numbers with a tic-tac-toe, a date sum, a grid, a flip in the mirror, and all that different methods. We making playing PICK-3 harder than it needs to be. It don't have to be this hard. And once you start tracking your own numbers and seeing how these numbers really work, you'll realize that the simple way is the best way. The easiest way is the best way. It really is. These here is the ones, Illinois, that I'm looking at for me. These two here, but I know why I'm playing them. I'm not guessing. When this hit, I'm playing these and this here. I'm not making up some numbers to try to win for the next day. I always have my numbers. Hey, Teresa. I always have my numbers set up for what I'm going to play. Okay. But these here I'm playing all year. These are the only numbers I'll play all year for me. Now, like I always say, I tell you what I'm playing. I don't really tell anybody what to play or what not to play. For the simple reason, if you're tracking, you might see something I miss and you bang them. But that's what heavy hitters do. You can, and they studying. I have many subscribers let me know that they're winning, but they putting in the work also to win. But that's, and you know, when I talk to them on the phone, I can tell the amount of work that they're putting in, and a lot of people are getting it and winning. So I had a subscriber that I had a one-on-one yesterday, and day before yesterday, and he just called and told me he hit yesterday off the method. So that's what, you know, it's happening. He seen the numbers had lined up just the way I was telling him, and he played the numbers and he won. So that's all I can say. I'm not bragging. I really don't. I just show you how to play it and then play for your state, because I can't tell you what those numbers are doing. I think he told me that the 11 hadn't hit in his state. The 11 pair hadn't hit in almost 3 months. And I said, okay. So I did go back and look, and it did not hit in 3 months. So I told him suggested how to play it, and how I would put triple ones and 116 and 661, the opposite, things like that. But things that I do one-on-one with people to enlighten their skills on how to better play. But yeah, these are it. And then also, and then track the front pair and back pair. Like I say, 4 strategies. Front pair and back pair. And that's it. That keeps it simple. For the whole year. If you can play, it's imperative also, even if you can't play front pair and back pair, track them. Working with the law average, you'll see what they're doing. Okay? These are the front pairs and back pairs for Illinois' evening draw. Anything that's not circled hasn't came in yet. Those are the numbers I'm looking at to to win with, because you narrowing down what numbers haven't played. Then you have a better chance of strategizing and winning. Okay? So here, let me show you. These are the front pair and back pairs that I only play for the rest of the year now. I'm not having to do a whole different lot of methods and look for patterns and all that stuff. My patterns and everything right here, because I can analyze what I'm going to be playing and how I'm going to play it. Front pair, back pair. Right here, I'm looking at, remember I told you I was playing that 001, 002, pretty much heavy? Because see, the 01 ain't fell on the back, 02 ain't fell on the back. You don't know this unless you're tracking the numbers. This 08 ain't fell on the back. And there's 3 of them in a group that ain't played all year. That's the law average is a better chance of hitting it because it's working with the law average. Everything else is down to about 2 for the rest of the year that ain't showed up. 3. This one here was 4. That's why I was playing it heavy with the 3, 4 on the front, because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's high for the law average. Because when most of them are down to 2, see, I can track down to 2, down to 2. Now this is something that over time when you start tracking, this 5, 5 and 4, 4 is the only ones on a double left for the whole year, this time of the year. That's unusual. It usually be more than that on doubles left for the year. But like I say, the numbers run random. No telling what they're going to do from year to year. But they will work with the law average from year to year. So, because it's usually like if it's a 5, 5 on the top, it would probably be a 5, 5 on the bottom that hadn't played. Or a 4, 4 on the bottom, it'd be a 4, 4 on the top that hadn't played. But most of the doubles then played out. And the only 2 that's left is the 5, 5 and the 4, 4. But this comes from tracking and developing a strategy and a skill set and knowing what the numbers are doing in your state. And when you're tracking, you want to make sure you're tracking all the draws different. Texas, you got 4 draws, so you would do 4 methods of tracking. If that's what you want to do. I wouldn't do no more than 2. I would do no more than 2, really. And the way I would do 2, I would see what numbers on each draw that match up that had not played. So if this, okay, let me do a PICK-3 number for you. Let me do a PICK-3 number for you. Say I'm tracking midday and evening, or Texas, how many draws you got? If I see this 1, 2, 9 and this 6, 7, 4 didn't play midday at all, and this 1, 2, 9 and this 6, 7, 4 didn't play evening at all this time of the year or near the end of the year, then my 2 I would play midday and evening. Because working with the law average, the likelihood of one of these others going to show up. So if it show up midday, I'll load up on it for evening. If it show up evening and I win, I'll load up on it for midday. I wouldn't be jumping on and off the numbers. I'll say this again. Only numbers I look for if I'm playing midday and evening is the ones I know that did not play midday or evening at all. I'll say it one more time. If those of you that want to play midday and evening. The only numbers I would play midday and evening, doing my tracking, if I'm tracking midday and evening, is the ones that have not played midday or evening at all. And their opposites have not played midday or evening. Okay. Now I'm going to go to how you do the sheets, okay? That's what that we're going to do today. And it's pretty much, simplistic, nothing very hard. Like I say here, let me show this here show one more thing here. Show one more thing, and let's get her done. Let's see here. We got to see here. This is 1,000 numbers. And what I did with this sheet here, I went back, let's say I started in 2022. And I went back to see how long it would take me to eliminate all these 1,000 numbers exact before I covered them all off. It took me I went back about 3 years, almost 4 years before I eliminated all the 1,000 numbers. That's why I say, y'all, it takes 3 to 4 years to eliminate all the 1,000 numbers exact. That's why you can't be jumping on and off all these numbers trying to hit. Because you still got 600, each year you still got 600, close to 635, you just ain't gonna touch anyway. That's why I say play the numbers and their opposites, because you got a better chance of hitting the number and their opposites when you know the number and its opposite hadn't played out of the 1,000 numbers. Because the 1,000 numbers, it took me 3 years to eliminate all these numbers. Each day I marked what day and find it and marked it off. I came in. Because you're only going to get a third of the 1,000 numbers one year, a third the next year, and a third the year after that. And that ain't including the numbers that repeat. That ain't including the numbers that repeat. That ain't including the numbers that repeat. So it can take 3 to 4 years for these 1,000 numbers to come out. And no matter what happens, you're only going to get 1 in 1,000 of these numbers every day that you play. 1 in 1,000 odds. Okay? This is some part of you have to deal with your strategy when you're playing. Why you wouldn't want to be playing heavy and for any numbers and playing pet numbers and all those different numbers and not know exactly I don't even play this is my birthday right here. 927. I am playing my birthday. He said, y'all, and this opposite they played all year. And I'm prepared for it not even showing up. I'm prepared for that. But now I'm making it part of my bucket list. So my bucket list numbers, when I'm making my bucket list, if I lose on them, I don't worry about it. But this is my bucket list number for the year. And these two here, by them being similar, with this 246 and this 247 and this 297 and this 792, I would pick up these 4 when I win. See what I'm saying? I know where I'm going with the numbers, and I'm definitely gonna pick up, these here. I'm gonna pick up all these when I win, because that's all I got. But I know where I'm playing them. Yeah. 550, okay. Yeah, 550 is one of my numbers, and the 500 is one of my numbers also. My bucket list numbers. My numbers that I carry every day, especially at 500. I run off the 550 and the 500 already, but I'm carrying it because I didn't play none last year. Working with the law average, I see it playing. Then that 50 on the front, 50 on the back. Didn't play none last year, and that's how I hit the 500, because I knew that 50 hadn't played on the front. See what I'm saying? I know why I'm playing my numbers. You can ask me anything about any numbers I'm playing, I can explain it to you. Explain it to you. Not guess it to you. I can't. That's all I can say. You know, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle really, but I want people on this channel to win. I guess everybody do want everybody to win, but they would show me that they winning. You know, some tickets, email, or something that they winning. That's all I can say. Proof in the pudding. That's what my mama always used to tell me. Proof in the pudding, boy. Proof in the pudding. Proof in the pudding. Okay. Now, let's go here with that 787 that came in. Do the rundown on it and find and see how to track the numbers and know what's going on with them. Proof in the pudding. Let's do the 575. I mean 787. 787 came in Illinois last night, evening draw. 787. You're gonna do the 1-1 rundown on it. You're gonna add 1 to the 7. You're gonna get 8, and you're gonna count straight down. This 111 is simple and easy to use. If you make an error counting, you can easily catch it. So 1 to 7 is 8. 1 to 8 is 9. 1 to 9 will be 10, but you're only going to use the 0 in lottery math. You only use one single numbers, and you use the number on the right hand side. So that's 1, and you're going to have 1 to 0. You're going to count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Same number at the bottom. You get the top, you add it correctly. That's where you stop counting at. Same here. You're going to go 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, I'm going to count down. Again, it's 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what you're looking for is what column on the doubles that the 787 came off of. You're going to go to your doubles column. Your doubles right here. Okay, remember these are the base numbers. There's 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros. 011, 022, 033, 044. Okay? I want to see what column is under, and each one of these base numbers have zeros in them. So all your base number, when you do the 1-1 rundown on any winning number, the base number here will always be in that rundown. Maybe not the same exact way, but in one of the 6 ways that it can come. Okay? Now, so here's the 778. So here's the 909, the 010, and them the only numbers that got zeros in them. So one of these are the base numbers. But I know after a while, once you get those little 10 numbers in your head, you know which one they are. It's the 010, and it's going to show as 001. Okay? So I go to column 001 right here. And here's the 778 right here. And I'll mark it off. This is the September. and I'll circle it. Bam, I'm done. Just like that, I know what's going on with the numbers. Now here, that's the one you do for the month. I do an annual summary sheet also, so at a glance I can see what the numbers are doing for the whole year off of one sheet. And see, I go to this column 1 here now, 0001, and I'll mark off the 778. Bam. $787. Let me see something here. So I mark off everything that came for the whole year already. And the opposites. And anything that's not marked off, I know what they are for the year. But I'm mostly looking for the numbers and the opposites that haven't played. Okay? Now, so that's done. Now, the next step is doing the single pairs. That's strategy number 2. The single pairs. I have 2 different numbers, so I'm going to mark off 2 pairs. You're going to mark off the 77 and you're going to mark off the 78. Anything that I have underlined did not fall last month. That lets me know what pairs have played and have not played, where I can keep an eye on it and say these 8s don't hit this month. Then next month, I'll know there's been, didn't hit this month, don't hit this month. That's going to be 60 days. 60 days now, I got my eye on these double 8s. What else didn't hit? This 17 didn't hit last month. If it don't hit this month, then I know it'll be at least 60 days that the 17 ain't hit. Anything that goes into 60 days, I have my eye on because I'm looking at how to use them to win. Anything that's got 60 days or more that I know haven't hit is the numbers I got my eyes on to make a bucket list to win. I'm not guessing what numbers haven't played. I know what numbers of pairs haven't played. And this sheet here, see, I got, at a glance, I got 2 months of data right here. Then if I want to go back and double check, recheck right quick, I got a total of 4 months of data at a glance. I can recheck. I don't need no big notebooks and anything like that. I can recheck everything on this paperwork right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can recheck. Okay? At a glance. Now, say you have a single come in, like 1, 2, 3. You got 3 different numbers, you're going to mark off 3 different pairs. You're going to mark off the 12, the 13, and the 23. The 12, the 13, and the 23. And if you have a triple, you're going to use the doubles to represent the triples. And you're going to just mark off one of those doubles. If it's triple zeros, you'll circle it. Triple ones, you'll circle it. Triple twos, you'll circle it. And so on and so forth for the triples. Okay? Strategy number 3 is number positioning. So when you call me or you email and you want a question, say strategy 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, for the strategy. This here, for September, strategy number 3, number positioning. It's important that you know what positions the numbers have fallen in previously. So at the end of the month, you know what numbers are played and not played. And then what positions they've fallen in. Okay? So, like here, we had the 7, 8, 7 to come in. So you're going to mark off the 7 on the front, the 8 in the middle, and the 7 on the end. There's no guesswork to this. You're not guessing anything. None. Zero. Zilch. Now, let's say for instance, in this month, you cover everything, you mark everything off on this strategy number 3. You just have to start over from scratch. So, because there won't be no numbers to carry over. But normally it's going to be a couple of numbers to carry over in different positions that did not play. You might out of 2 times or 3 times out of year where everything is marked off on strategy number 3. Then if it is, you just start from scratch. There's nowhere you can go. But anything that's not marked off, you want to highlight for October that they didn't play. For instance, say you playing a number like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, you playing? And I'm gonna doodle here. 1, 2, 3. I hope you can see that. I think you can. If I can see it, I know you can see it. I guess. I know this. Yeah, you have eye problems like I got. I got glaucoma, so it's very hard for me to kind of see things out. And you might say, "Well, why are you writing so small then?" Hey, this is live and living color. I'm doing the best I can, y'all. I'm just telling you, I'm doing the best I can. All right. Now, there's 1, 2, 3. Say you realize that this 3 you don't mark off on the front, and your 1, 2, 3 is your daily carry number or your pet number, or whatever you want to do with it. You go next month in October, you would definitely play it as 3, 2, 1 or 3, 1, 2. See that? Because the likelihood of working with the law average is going to come in that way also. So you're going to definitely play your 1, 2, 3 for whatever reason you're playing as your pet number, whatever, if that's what you want to do. But you would also want to play it as 3, 2, 1. That's how a lot of people say, oh man, it came in another way. They just didn't realize that that 3 hadn't played the previous month at all on the front or in the middle or on the back, because they never knew. The only way you're going to know is tracking. And then the front pair, back pair. Let's get to the front pair, back pair. On that 87. Here's the front back pair. 78. On the front, here's the top numbers and the bottom numbers exactly the same. All right. You're going to mark off the 78 on the front, which came already, and 87 on the back that came already. Bam, you're done. This here gets you into the winner circle. 4 simple strategies. Help you to be a heavy hitter. Let's see what else we got. This here's a tool that I put together. I don't know. Man. I don't know if you have I'm sure everybody has a calendar on their phone or on their computer or something. Calendar. Put this here. See this calendar here? Day the 10th. Here, what I did this week, because I hadn't been able to do it because YouTube was synchronizing the calendars. So, I mean, not YouTube, Google was synchronizing calendars and all my information was all into one day and stuff. So I had to delete everything. And I went back and just put in the winning numbers for 2025, all the way back to January. All the way back to January of 2025. So that way, now if I want to know if a number came in or not, a win, I can search it. I can see if it came in or not for the whole year. I can search. I'll make up a number. 7, 5, 6, 6. Hit the search button, see if it came in. Come on, phone. I mean tablet. They want to play with me here. See, it hasn't. I know it hasn't came for a fact then for the whole year. Okay, that's what it's saying. But you know, if you're doing it paper to yourself, you can always track the single that has. So let's see if the opposite of it came in. 203. It might have came, but not came in. I mean 201. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if 201 came in. Search. No, it hasn't came in. So let's find one that has, that I know that came in. Let's see one, let's find one that we know that came in. We'll do 351. Search. I'm gonna do 351. Search. So you tell you it came in January 24th. Any number you want to search to see if it came in or not, you can do it on your own phone. I wouldn't get no app calendar to do it. I made that mistake and they started wanting to go pro on it and make me want to pay for it. And I lost all the data that I had put into the calendar because they changed the whole calendar. Now, this is also good for tracking the front pair and back pairs that have came in and not came in and how they came in. Let's check the I'll do a double. Let's check a double ones on a double. See how the front and back came in. Search. Now it tells me for 2025 how the ones fell for the whole year. How'd that happen? What happened? Let's see. What happened there? I must have touched something wrong. Why can't you? Wait a minute. I'm on phone. Why is this doing this? I just slid it down. Okay. Oh, okay. It'll tell you the 1-1 on the front and back. Okay, for 2025. See, 5-1-1 fell on the front on January 30. Then it fell 1-1-8 February the 11th. 411, April the 11th. 711, April the 8th. Illinois play a lot of doubles. June 211, June 12th. 110, June 21st. See, you don't have to guess. July 29th, 112. July 30th, 118. That's the last time that the 1-1 failed, I think. So you can use your phone to help you win greatly, to improve your chances of winning. Tracking the front pair and the back pair and looking to see what the actual numbers are doing and tracking the numbers. All right, any questions? Anybody? Oh, yeah. See? That's 3 years just on the front pair. But I kind of look at the single pairs. I don't think I've ever seen where a single pair did not come out within a whole year. I don't think. Let me think. No, I don't think I ever seen where a single pair did not come out in a whole year that I've been tracking. Well, that I've been tracking, kind of a single pair that did not fall within a whole year. Yes, yes, Teresa, is a regular calendar in your phone. And if your phone got a regular calendar in it, it should be able to do the same thing. All right, family. I got a one-on-one coming up in a little bit. Anybody got any questions? You can show, yeah, you can show the numbers that you put in, random numbers. iPhone, no, I got a tablet. None, I don't even have an iPhone, if that's what you asked it. I got Androids. Android's easier to use to me than iPhones. More user friendly. I don't know what you can do with an iPhone. You might can do it. Okay, good, good. All right, family. Like I say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And thanks everybody for your support.